Hello folks, Everchanger here, and welcome back to more Pokemon Yellow. Last time, we continued our conquest of Silph Company, battling our rival and also obtaining our new friend, Lapras, which I hope will be a really good addition to our team. I'm mainly intending on teaching this guy Surf, because why wouldn't I? But I'm really hoping we can get it some really good Ice-type moves as well. But anyway, for now, we are going to be proceeding onwards through Silph Company, hopefully getting it a little bit of experience. Hold it right there, brat. And this is our first opportunity. Our boss is in a meeting. You'd better not disturb him. And here we have a battle against the Team Rocket duo. Right here. First up is Weezing. Level 31, really not that terribly powerful. Anyway, I'm sending out Lapras right here, but I'm basically planning on doing the whole bait and switch strategy, because Lapras, as it is right now, is really not in much of a condition to take on a lot of the trainers we're going to be fighting. So ideally, we're going to be swapping it in and then immediately swapping it out and hopefully getting it enough experience to get at least somewhere close to where our current team is. It's really unfortunate that the Lapras you get in this area is only level 15. It's actually pretty low. I'm pretty sure in Fire Red and Leaf Green, I believe they changed it to be level 25, if I'm not mistaken. I know for a fact it's higher than 15, that's for darn sure. Anyway, gonna get a little experience right there, and Blastoise is actually the one to get a level, going up to 37. Alright, Arbok is coming out next. We're gonna switch in Lapras, just to get it onto the field. You all know how this strategy works by now, and now we are going to switch back over to probably Blastoise again, to be honest. Blastoise is a decent match for these guys. I really am hesitant to send out Charizard just because Charizard is really powerful at this point, and I feel like the others should have at least a decent chance to get up onto its level, if you know what I mean. And I didn't even mean for that whole level thing to be a pun there, but I guess it was. Anyway, nice thing about being paralyzed means you can't be poisoned, which is really great. Could you imagine if you could stack these, I believe they're called non-volatile status conditions, or whatever. Could you imagine if you could stack paralysis, poison, and sleep, and burn and freeze all together? That would suck. Anyway, Lapras learns Sing right there, which allows it to put opponents to sleep, which is really neat. And then we can switch back over to Lapras to fight this Meowth right here. Now, I'm curious about how strong this Meowth is. I mean, it is a Meowth. So let's try and use Sing, and we can actually put it to sleep. And we'll see how well Lapras can actually hold itself against this Meowth, because it's a Meowth. I mean, it can only do so much to us. Alright, how much is this going to do? Not a lot, actually. That's a little unfortunate. Anyway, we're just going to try and water gun it a little bit more and see what we can actually accomplish, because we're doing decently well right here, even though we're literally half this thing's level. Alright, still asleep. We're getting some really good dice rolls on Meowth staying asleep, which I am really appreciative of. Wow, still asleep? Did we just get the full 5 turns of sleep? I think we did. That's kind of crazy. And we get a critical, and wow, it's still asleep. Man, I am glad I decided to take this chance, because it's really paying off. And there we go. Lapras gets a lot of experience, but doesn't level up, unfortunately. Like always. Team Rocket blast off at the speed of light. Again. Such great dialogue. Anyway, just so we're completely prepared for the boss fight coming up, I am going to go heal again. Alrighty, here we are on the 11th floor again, and in red and blue there would normally be a trainer right around here, but as we just saw, he got replaced. Anyway, right here we can open up the last door in the building. There we go. Ah, David, so we meet again. The President and I are discussing a vital business proposition. keep your nose out of grown-up matters, or experience a world of pain. And here we have, once again, Giovanni. I believe this is our second encounter with the guy, and he's pretty much about as strong as our rival that we fought at the end of the last episode, although he has one less Pokemon, so we should be alright in this fight, I think, all things considered. Alrighty, so we have him using a guard special, which I believe prevents critical hits. At least it lowers the ratio of them. I'm not sure if it outright prevents them from occurring, but either way, we probably shouldn't count on getting criticals on this guy. Anyway, that double kick there did pretty much nothing, which is kind of amusing to me. And here we have another double kick. Still doing pretty much nothing. Yeah, I don't think Giovanni's going to be too terribly much of a problem for us. Now, I am curious, since the game designers obviously meant for people to come do Silph Company before heading down to Fuchsia, I have to wonder how much harder this area would have been without all of the experience we got from going all the way down to Fuchsia and back. Because we got a not negligible amount of experience going down there. We got quite a bit, so I have to wonder what it'd be like without that. Anyway, we have a Persian coming out right here. Gonna switch into Lapras again, just because I really want that experience. And for the first time in a few episodes, actually, we are going to be switching over to Nidorino, because Nidorino is packing Double Kick. Anyway, Persian's going to use Payday right there, which means we are going to be getting some money after this fight, which will be really nice. Now, fun story about that, actually. I have, like, a really nice wallet that I got from, like, a local leather place up in Massachusetts. And that was like 3 years ago, and it still smells like brand new. And every so often, I'll just get out my wallet and smell it because it just smells really nice. And I was holding it upside down, and a quarter fell out of it that I did not even know was there. So I'm like, where on earth did this quarter come from? Like, it blew my mind. I'm like, where on earth did this quarter even come from? Also, I meant to switch there, but I did not, because I was too busy talking about how this random quarter just came into my life that I didn't even know existed. Oh well, could be worse. Anyway, Rhyhorn right here probably isn't too terribly big of a deal because it is weak to Double Kick, although honestly, having a water type out against this thing would be the smarter choice. Anyway, down it goes. Get a lot of experience for that, and Nidoqueen is coming out. We're going to switch over to Lapras just to get the experience for that. Nidoqueen is the final evolved form of female Nidoran, and it is actually part ground type, which is interesting. So I think we are going to be switching over to Blastoise to make as much use of that as we can. Alrighty. Gonna take our Scratch right there, and how much is Water Gun even gonna do against this thing? Because this is probably one of the most powerful, if not the most powerful Pokemon we have fought on our adventure so far, because it's level 41. Like, that's a lot, and of course it gets the cheapo critical hit on a multi-hit move. Hey. Ooh, that did a lot. Now, honestly, the crazy guy in me kind of wants to switch over to Lapras right now to get that last little bit of damage, but honestly, I don't think it would survive a hit from this thing, so we're just going to Water Gun, and down it goes. 852 experience, level 18, very nice. Blastoise, unfortunately, does not get a level, and we defeated Giovanni. Ah, I lost again? Yes, indeed you did, and you paid me a lot of money, and I picked up even more. Blast it all. You ruined our plans for Silph. But Team Rocket will never fall. David, never forget that all Pokemon exist for Team Rocket. I must go, but I shall return. And off he goes. He is gone. Alright, let's leave. No, I'm not going to do that to you guys. I know what we're doing. I'm curious, what does the computer say? Oh my god, it's an actual PC. I did not know that. I did not know that this was an actual PC. Anyway, since we're here, might as well deposit this TM03. And we also don't need the card key anymore, so we can deposit that, and I think we will withdraw. Let's see here. I want the... Where is it? Wow, we have a lot of garbage in here. I want the Poké Doll, because we are going to need it pretty soon, and I also want my bicycle back, now that we have the space for it. Alrighty. And now we can come on up here and talk to the president and his secretary slash wife? I don't actually know. Secretary. Thank you for rescuing all of us. We admire your courage. Thanks, I admire my courage as well. I also admire my modesty. Thank you for saving Silph. I will never forget you saved us in our moment of peril. I have to thank you in some way. Because I am rich, I can give you anything. Oh, if only all rich people had that kind of mindset. Here, maybe this will do. And we get the Master Ball. You can't buy that anywhere. It's our secret prototype Master Ball. It will catch any Pokemon without fail. You should be quiet about using it, though. Indeed. That Master Ball is one of a kind, and you want to use it on a really strong Pokemon, like a Fearow or a Tentacruel. No, I am saving it for something far more worth its power. But we are not going to be seeing that until probably like the last episode of the series, just because, as you might imagine, you want to use that on like the strongest Pokemon in the game, and when else would you encounter the strongest Pokemon in the game than the last episode? Let's be honest here. Anyway, with that, we are completely done with Silph, and I think you are new, aren't you? Welcome, the president is in the boardroom on the 11th floor. I guess the secretary is new, but she doesn't have anything for us, unfortunately. This isn't like the radio tower in Gold, Silver, and Crystal, where people will have a lot of gifts for you after ousting Team Rocket. This is just one of those things where you beat the guys, you leave. Anyway, right here, is it? No, I don't think it's right here. But this is also an interesting room because it has a little sheet of paper on the ground. I was given a PP up as a gift. It's used for increasing the PP of techniques. Oh, context. Thank you for writing. I hope to see you soon. Hey, don't look at my letter. What do you have to say? The copycat is cute. I'm getting her a Poké Doll. Aha! This guy wants to get the copycat a Poké Doll. However, I think we can beat them to the punch on that front. Right here is the copycat's house, and we have a Chansey right there, a Pokemon we are not going to obtain in this series because it is a nightmare to get. My daughter is so self-centered. She only has a few friends. My daughter likes to mimic people. Her mimicry has earned her the nickname Copycat around here. Now, time for the hardest to follow dialogue in the entire series. Hi, do you like Pokemon? No, I just asked you. Huh? You're strange. Quit mimicking, but that's my favorite hobby. Oh wow, a Poké Doll! For me? Thank you. You can have this then. And we will trade it for TM31. TM31 contains my favorite, Mimic. Use it on a good Pokemon. Mimic will allow a Pokemon to use a move that the opponent just used, I believe. This is a rare Pokemon. Huh? It's only a doll. Yes, this girl likes to collect dolls. This is a rare Pokemon, huh? It's only a doll. Now what about this one? This is an actual Pokemon, Doduo. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest one of all? Now I'm curious, what's in the Super Nintendo right here? A game with Mario wearing a bucket on his head. What game is that? I'll be honest, I legitimately do not know. My secrets. Skill, mimicry, hobby, collecting dolls. Favorite Pokemon? Clefairy. Very nice. Now that doll that we just gave the copycat is actually very important to the plot, not of this game, but of a later game, which is something you're definitely going to want to keep in mind if/when we Let's Play Pokemon Crystal on this channel, because honestly that is something I really do want to do, considering it was my first game and all that. Anyway, we're going to heal up Pikachu right here, and I think we should also throw that TM into the PC just so we don't have to worry about inventory space, because honestly, when it comes to Generation 1, you worry about inventory space. It's kind of the rule. Anyway, heading right around here, we can deposit our items. Now, it's kind of crazy. Team Rocket is officially completely gone from the world, it might seem. However, you might see some grunts around still, and you have to wonder why that is, considering we managed to oust Team Rocket from what it seemed to be their base of operations. Definitely something you want to keep in mind going forward here. But anyway, with that, I think we are going to end things off here. So, this past episode of Pokemon Yellow, we finally put the stomping on Team Rocket's boss over at the Silph Company, and we were able to free Saffron City from the grasp of Team Rocket. And next time on Pokemon Yellow, now that we have access to all of the buildings in town, I think it's high time we headed over to the gym. So without further ado, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.
Q-Con キツネポケモン高さ 1.1 メートル重さ 19.9 キログラム黄金に輝く体毛と9本の長い尻尾を持つ1000年は生きると言われる